Hey guys, what's going on? This is Brad from the Ed Army, and today we have a 5-minute theory. This one is obviously about Chaosmon and how it came to be. So as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. One click for you is one big step for me, and we are trying to meet the race as we are on the surge to 250 subs, so be a part of that. And we are getting started today, so don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to it. So basically today's theory, obviously 5-minute theory, we have Chaosmon and how it came to be. Now the reason that this is so interesting is that Chaosmon is actually one of the very few Digimon that is created through DNA evolution, but it is done in a sense that the Digimon feel almost forced together in order to awaken this power, as we even see this in the explanation of how we get Chaosmon, as effectively Chaosmon is a unique Digimon in itself. However, when two Digimon usually DNA digivolve, their digicores become complete. However, with Chaosmon, they retain each of the cores of the Digimon put together, effectively meaning that they are not technically united, more or less they are combined, as all Digimon that are known as Chaosmon is a code name, which is effectively for them who should not exist, as according to basically the central dogma of the digital world, these Digimon are supposed to be absolutely impossible singularities, which means they are the bugs in the system that are not supposed to exist whatsoever. And due to its extremely unstable existence, its lifespan is very brief, and it is conjectured that its lifespan was shortened as a result of running the program that eliminates the bugs released by the digital world's managing system, effectively meaning that they kind of should have been dissolved, as they are considered bugs of the digital world, and their evolution and or their existence is kind of considered an anomaly altogether. So effectively for this theory, we are trying to figure out the pinpoint of how these two Digimon, or the Digimon that become Chaosmon, which is making it seem out that any Digimon can really become Chaosmon. However, they are not necessarily dependent of what the situation is. It's just they come together and they're not really supposed to. So a bug. Now, for the most obvious version of Chaosmon that we talk about is probably the one that's always depicted, the normal one, being that of Bancho-Leomon and Darkdramon. Now, the thing that's interesting about both Darkdramon and Bancho-Leomon is that they have their own set of history between each other. This being that the boss Digimon or Banjo Digimon have had issues with the D Brigade, and effectively, it is not explicitly said, but is believed in my theory, of course, that the Digimon that became Darkdramon was actually a failed Tankdramon that was injured in the battle to eliminate the Bancho group, and when it did, it became filled with hatred and wanted to destroy their leader. At least at this time, it believed it was Bancho-Leomon, so they engaged in combat. Now, there are two options I believe that could have happened that could have led to the creation of Chaosmon through these two Digimons meeting, and believe it or not, I think one or the other, one is probably more likely, however, one is definitely plausible, as I do believe that by Darkdramon hunting down the Bancho group, it probably would have come into conflict with Bancho-Leomon, which basically led both of them to battle each other out. However, the first option is that there was probably some force, even greater than both of them, that forced them to come together in a very impossible way. And the reason I say impossible is that unlike most Digimon, or as famously we see with Omegamon in the Our War game or Digimon the movie, we see that Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon were able to combine their hearts and unify themselves together in order to become Omegamon. However, I believe Chaosmon was created a different way, where both Bancho-Leomon and Darkdramon, although against a force they could not defeat, decided that they needed each other's powers, but absolutely refused to unite on a whole basis, basically granting themselves an ability to go through DNA evolution, but not in the same way that most would. As their Jogress probably took place, however, it did take place at the behest that they would not remain together completely, as this would be why Chaosmon's body and form is somewhat incomplete looking, as it looks like it's still tattered and kind of ripped apart, instead of what it could have been an amalgamation of both of these Digimon. This also lets me believe that the second theory would be that someone has manipulated and created Chaosmon through experiments, which would be the more likely object in my opinion, due to the fact that we have various Chaosmons that seem to be formations or almost the ultimate unification in the form of Ultimate Chaosmon, based solely on the fact that these are Digimon that keep on being forced to be combined together and lead to the destruction. With the upcoming set of Digimon, I think it's Infernal Ascension, we will see Ultimate Chaosmon arrive into the card game. Now, this also lets me believe that maybe we'll see some more lore associated with Ultimate Chaosmon, as I do believe it is a manga Digimon. We will see more related to it. However, this would also believe that this is how we get Veldar Arm, which is a replacement for Darkdramon, which probably allowed Chaosmon to receive more power. Now, of another theory I will have later on, we are still trying to figure out as why Chaosmon was created in the first place. as we reach the end of this theory. I want to thank you all, as this is 5-minute theory just to get your brains going. And this is Brad from the Ed Army signing off. And for all of you out there, to sign on.